I used to come to my teacher and he would be like, okay, now I'll play one more time. Wake up. It's the morning. Try again. You know what I mean? So like not moving when you have lack of movement in your playing. Especially you would feel it as well as with phrasing and slow pieces. Because with fast music you somehow can keep the illusion of movement.
Yeah.
Where to play, not important. Where to play, far away. So then we could make the climax part very bright, very intense, very important. Again, sometimes students give too much energy, and because you give so much, there's no space to advance. If you start, okay guys, so this is the story. That's it. You've reached everything. But if you start, once upon a time.
Yeah, I can really.
You got the unity.
They didn't have any structure, like any form. I was playing like all important.
Exactly.
Like
all
everything.
On the same level of energy.
Yeah, like everything here.
Yeah.
So
and it's also so tiring. It's so tiring. Like it's the same compulsive tension, isn't it? Yeah. It's the thing is the same root of how to play good, how to play musical, more expressive, more emotion. The more the better, the longer the better, all the time, perfect.
Yeah.
Except it doesn't work. Exactly. Yeah. It's the same place originated. So yeah, it's actually, also somehow playing with musical form also helps you to play more virtuoso, because you spend less energy on playing and you're playing things much more effortless. We have two minds. We have our mind that just sees what's now, but we also have a higher mind that stays on the top of the mountain and it sees all the values and the paths that we need to go through. We are actually, the here is only part of us. And sometimes when we try to push our mind so much with figuring out everything, we actually damage our brain, because it's not designed to figure out the future. It's only designed to experience 5 senses in now. That's it. If you ever thought that anything that happened to you was planned by your mind, you are very, ignorant and arrogant. Nothing ever happened as you planned, as you probably know. Yeah. So the higher mind can see things. And if you actually sometimes step away and say, okay, I as a person play my part and I just experience what you give to me, but you guide and I listen to you, my higher mind, because you sit on the top of the mountain. You see which path should I go to escape the falling in the hole, or drowning in the lake, or keep going in circles and circles. So that higher vision of the piece that you play is a good analogy here as well. The musical form does give this ability to, in a more calm way, to look at the whole picture, the whole map of your treasure map, and know where you are, know where you go, and just right there I will be in that level of energy. But I just start my journey here, so it's calm right now. It takes time to get there. The different energies will change the frequency, also vibrato frequency in your intonation. That in turn will affect your sensation in your palm, timing, touch, tone. Here we are. Okay, that's how it works. The same way as with musical image. Again, a good way to look at it also is through the perspective of energies. Just like in phrasing, we were talking about energy far away, fluid, lighter, or up close, heavier, static. The same here. We have still energy.
Calm air.
We have motion energy, animated a little bit. We have deeper motion energy. we have exhaled energy and still energy. So, 3, 4 different energies here. And it's good to know the difference between them. That's why I compare it sometimes with the air. I think it gives a good feeling through your, skin, body sensation, how it feels. So when we have a calm air, it's nice. And we have a breeze, motion. Then we have fresh breeze, a little bit colder air, right? Then strong breeze and a storm, and stormy, very stormy, and then calm air again. So you can, hopefully it helps you to recall these energies.
Once upon a time.
Good. Next is beginning. Here, suppose light air.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like if with calm air you don't actually experience air at all. Then with light air you feel a little bit of touch of air on your skin, a little bit of touch of the wind, but there is nothing too animated or dramatic. It's just you feel the presence that is there. Nothing is happening. Yeah. B.
Nothing's happening. So, once upon a time, nothing's happening.
Good. Development.
Movement begins.
Okay. With a gentle breeze. Intensification. The breeze is getting colder.
More intense.
Okay. Now the breeze is getting stronger, rising.
Something is about to happen.
You feel the wind and the trees and the leaves are going. The clouds, the sky gets darker. Okay. Exhale the energy.
It's happening right now.
This is it. That for me again, I don't know why, I just feel this lighting and the what's the name? Thunder. Right above you. This is it. It's happening right now.
It's like the right here.
Exactly. In the phrasing, yeah.
This is happening right now.
Okay. And I think I mentioned it in the lesson with Fyodor. It's very important that in the climax part, it's not intensification of the rising energy. It's not something is about to happen. This is it. It's happening right now. It's not that. It has to be really like a light and the thunder. It has to be exhaled energies. This is it. It's happening right now. It's, what you said correctly. It's like the main interval in the phrasing. It's that energy. I just want to point because most of the students, 9 out of 10, would do the same mistake. And conclusion. Clearing the sky, going back to calm air. And the moral of the story is also like a bit exhale. Still energy, like to conclusion. When you feel that you found the sensation of musical form, now try to add it on the top of the layer of joy or sorrow, combining it with musical image. Let's see, let's improvise. So take what you're supposed to speak in front of you. As an actor, we're gonna do a reading right now for your next role, casting. I would like you to, this is a story about a joyful and cheerful and very exciting about his future fellow. And can you tell us a story about his life? Once upon a time, nothing is happening. Movement begins. More intense. Something is about to happen. This is it. It's happening right now. And the moral of the story. Okay? Let's try to develop more contrast.
Once upon a time, nothing's changed. Nothing's happening. Movement begins. More intense. Something's about to happen. This is it. It's happening right now. And the moral of the story.
Okay. Let's go to sorrow now. So the story about abandoned Russian girl. She lived with no bread. She found a very sad kitty, and she adopted a dog as well. And she took care of all of them with no money. She was just stealing some bread. No one loved her, but she still had her angels. Okay. Okay. I don't know, I said Russian because I think like Russia always sadness. Not me necessarily, it's just all sad and melancholic things are happening in Russia, okay? So, once upon a time, nothing is happening. Movement begins, more intense. Something is about to happen. This is it. It's happening right now. And the moral of the story.
Amazing.
You gotta be an actor, no?
You should be an actor. Really. My God. Once upon a time, nothing's happening. Movement begins. More intense. Something's about to happen. This is it. It's happening right now. And the moral of the story.
Okay, so your goal is to develop the contrast, just like in phrasing we did, not here, not here, right here, as extreme as possible, though. So the more intense the contrast is, the better you will express yourself, yeah? The challenge here, again, just like with the phrasing, when we were expressing through playing right here parts, I said you have to, in a way, make a green light in your body. You have to make all the movements, sound movement, wrist movement, elbow motion, everything bigger to express that bigger energy. So think about that in terms of rising and climax. Because rising and climax are going to be those, two right here intervals, sort of. You will naturally want to a little bit get stiff in your body when you're starting approaching rising and climax. Make sure that you push yourself to get out of that stiffness by amplifying all the motion that you're gonna make. Just make everything bigger, and this will put the green light in your body. But it's important that when you play also very slow. Just like with musical image, you want to give yourself enough space to really, what is the word? Savor every vibration, like really feel it.
Nothing's happening. Movement begins. Something's about to happen.
This is it. It's happening right now.
This is it. It's happening right now.
And the moral of the story.
And the moral of the story.